Week 3 of the Rugby Championship. We've got a couple of interesting games. Greg Growden, have a look at New Zealand, Argentina, Australia and South Africa. The All Blacks in Napier and the Hawke's Bay team just won the Ranfurly Shield, which is the traditional New Zealand Rugby Challenge. So the Black and Whites would be pretty happy with the way things are going.
That's right. Good to see the game going to Napier. Beautiful town. Old
First place
Art
in
Deco
the
too.
world that sees the sun every day. There you go. Bet you didn't know that.
Did you used to work for the Napier Tourist Bureau?
No, I lived there for a little while.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know your wines then.
I know my wines.
Anyway, there'll be quite a bit of red in this game as well, because the Argentinian pack are going to be the interesting factor in this game. They play very well against the Springboks, and I've got a feeling they could really worry the New Zealanders.
There's been a lot of rain over there in the last few days, and the packs, they did a weight comparison, and the Argentinian pack is around about 1,000 kilos, so 1 tonne of beefcake. Prime Argentinian steak.
So should we expect scrum penalties? Scrum.
Well, they just scored 50 points, the All Blacks. They're not going to go and close up shop now.
No, they're not. But the Argentinian pack is good, and their backline has improved. I'm not saying there's going to be an upset here, but I think they might be a bit better than what people think, and I think they'll put in a better showing than the Wallabies, which is not hard.
Hard to argue that one. And of course, the other game is involving the Wallabies in Perth against South Africa. Patterson Stadium, not the greatest place to watch and play footy because of the wide open spaces for AFL, but gee, they've got to turn things around, and I don't know what Ewan McKenzie's doing selection-wise.
It's very strange. This could be the Patterson's curse game for the Wallabies, because the forwards were the problem in Eden Park. He's selected them all and changed the backline. The reason why the backline was poor because the forwards were poor, but at least he's changed the 9 and 10, which I think is a good idea, but I think there's a lot of forwards on notice and they better pick their act up.
And obviously there's still a bit of infighting within that Australian team. There's been a lot of announcements locally, but I dare say that it's not a happy camp at the moment.
Well, never is when you lose by 31 points in Eden Park.
And should have been 50.
And should have been 50, and that's always the way. So it's very important, the leadership of this group this week, and see how they go. I think they will beat South Africa, but I'm not that confident.
Okay, well, the tips from Greg, and he's not confident about either, so maybe you better have a look at the start for both of the visiting teams. He likes the All Blacks just over Argentina, and then the Wallabies just over the Springboks.